What's up, everybody? In this video, we're gonna be checking out the Ascendancies in full now. They've been released here on a Path of Exile 2 forum here. So 12 altogether for now, 2 per class of the 6 classes we have here. And we're gonna check them out and see like how each are these really gonna be insanely good, just insanely OP, or a few maybe a bit meh, you know? Let's dive in with Sorceress first here, Stormweaver. So we got the scoring wins here. Exposure you inflict lowers your effective resistance by additional 20%. Ooh, nice. Tempest's Caller grants skill Elemental Storm. Trigger Elemental Storm on critical hit with spells. Very cool. And then Elemental Storm creates a stationary. Hold on, let me go over here. Elemental Storm creates a stationary fire, cold, or lightning storm at a target location for duration based on the highest elemental damage type. For the hit, a trigger to storm hits which do not deal elemental damage will not trigger the storm. Interesting. All right. So basically, if you want to be an elementalist sorcerer, go for this route. Rain Dancer, Elemental Storm has 50% more cooldown recovery rate. Jeez. I can use that even more. Let's see. Heavy snows. Targets can be affected by 2 of your chills at the same time. Your chills can reduce action speed by up to maximum 35%, 20% less. That is really good for enemies that are maybe really fast or trying to like be super aggressive. You can just essentially slow them down severely. Shaper of Winter, all damage from hits contributes to chill magnitude. Yeah, that's gonna help stack with heavy snows then. Force of Will, 1% increase effect of arcane surge on you per 15 maximum mana. Sweet. Strike twice. Targets can be affected by 2 of your shocks at the same time. 50% less shock duration. Ooh. So yeah, if you want to go more into shock, yeah, and shock enemies. Shaper of Storms here, all damage from hits contribute to shock chance. Right, it's going to help with that. With strike twice. And then before we go into that actually, Constant Gale, you have Arcane Surge. Okay, Arcane Surge grants 10% more cast speed, 10% more mana regeneration rate. Jesus, dude. Jesus, like, you gotta think, because you're gonna have all your build built up to like have mana regeneration most likely and cast speed up there, and this is gonna even add to that. Heart of the Storm, 4% of elemental damage taken recouped as energy shield. Oh my god, you can be, wow, so you can kind of be tanky with this if you wanted to, like build a tanky elementalist sorceress. Jeez. Then we got Chronomancer here. This is gonna be the one I go into first, most likely, because I love like time magic, time manipulation. You don't really get that a lot in like RPGs, video games in general. And if it's executed really well, then yeah, I'm really dig this. So now and again, skills have 33% chance to not consume a cooldown when used. Oh my god, that is huge. Wow. Unbound Encore grants skill Time Snap. Time Snap manipulates time, resetting the cooldowns of your other skills. That's huge as well too. Ultimate Command grants skill Time Freeze. Time Freeze releases a large wave of that stops time for all affected enemies for a duration. Duration is lower the more times an enemy has had time stop for them. Ooh, man, yeah, that is gonna be sick. Footprints in the Sand, get Temporal Rift. So passively leaves after images of your recent past. Cast spell to return to the oldest after image. Teleport to that location and resetting your life, mana, and energy shield to the values they had at the time. That can be really good because let's say you go and you go into a fight or boss, something like that, and you use this, and let's say you got hit with some major damage, and then you go back, use Temporal Rift to return to your like full life basically you had before you got hit with some major damage. So that's really good. Quicksand Hourglass. Every 12 seconds, gain 50% more cast speed for 4 seconds. Holy shit. Apex of the Moment. Enemies in your presence are slow by 50%. Or sorry, not 50, 20%. That's also really good with the slow. Yeah. Circular Heartbeat, 33%. Why am I saying 33? 30% of damage taken recouped as life. Holy. Oh my god. Okay, I love that. Sort of like a lifesteal type of thing, or like life recovery type of build with this. I'm loving this even more. The Rapid River recoup effects instead occur over 4 seconds. Okay, nice. Next up, we got the Titan. And just keep in mind, guys, you cannot like respec. You have to choose one Ascendancy class, so you cannot respec out of these. Or choose a different Ascendancy class if you don't like it. We got Stone Skin as the first one, 50% more armor from equipped body armor. Very good. So this is gonna be like maybe possibly more of your Juggernaut type of build in a sense. 20% chance for slam skills used to cause. Hold on. Some skills you can use yourself to cause aftershocks. Nice, nice. Sorry, the way I'm going in on this is like not super helpful. I know, but it's weird how they got set up. Ancestral empowerment. Every second slam skill you use yourself is ancestrally boosted. Maybe not Juggernaut. I don't know. Maybe the other one's more Juggernaut. We got colossal capacity. Carry a chest with which adds 20 inventory slots. Ooh, nice. Hulking form. Oh, wait, this is gonna be more of like a Hulk type of build or hulking like, oh man, yeah, okay. 50% increased effect of small passive skills. Holy shit, 50% increased effect? That is insanely good. Your crushing impacts, your hits are crushing blows. Yeah, this is definitely more of like a Hulk type of build from Marvel in a sense. Surprising strength, 40% more damage against heavy stun enemies. Yeah. Mysterious lineage, 50% more maximum life. Wow, let's go over here. Ancestral boost. Ancestral boost the skill, has 20% more damage and area effect. Jeez. Aftershocks, burst area damage that occur after initial impact of the skill causing them. If not otherwise specified, the aftershock will deal the same damage as initial impact in the same area. Whoa. Crushing blows cause a heavy stun on enemies that are primed for stun. Sweet. Primed for stun. Normal enemies are primed for stun when they have at least 4% heavy stun build up. Magic enemies are instead primed at 6% build up. Rare at 70% and unique at 80%. Woof. And then heavy stun. Hitting an enemy builds towards a heavy stun based on the damage dealt. Different enemies have different heavy stun thresholds and durations. With very large monsters have a high heavy stun threshold. Players cannot be heavy stunned. What? Wow. While an enemy is heavy stunned, they cannot act and count as immobilized. Physical damage and melee damage each cause 50% more heavy stun buildup. These bonuses are multiplicative with each other. God damn, dude, that is insane. You're basically building a Hulk stun build with this Titan. I love it. Yeah, I'm definitely going this for Warrior on our first Ascendancy. Next, we got the Warbringer. Anvil's weight, break armor equal to 10% hit damage dealt. Then you got floating impacts, which, sorry, you guys, you can't really see it right there, but my face comes away, but it's some floating impacts. You can break enemy armor to below 0. So you get the idea there. Jade Heritage, encase in Jade. Grant stack of Jade every second. So Jade Heritage, or encase Jade is consume all stacks of Jade to grant a buff for duration that absorbs all damage from hits up to maximum based on the amount of Jade consumed. While encased, you cannot move or perform actions. So this is probably more of your Juggernaut style of like super like tanky but powerful at the same time. Whereas the other one's more like a Hulk damage output stun build. Answered call. Let's see. Grant skill ancestral spirits, which we already went. No, wait. No, we didn't go over that. Trigger ancestral spirits when you summon a totem. Each of your totems will summon an ancestral spirit minion to fight for you. If the totem that summoned a minion dies, then the ancestral spirit will too. All right. Wooden wall, 20% of your damage from hits is taken from your nearest totem's life before you. Sorry, I'm reading fast with this because there's a lot. Renly's training. Gain 40% base chance to block from equipped shield instead of the shield's value. Turtle Charm, 35% less block chance. Can block damage from all hits while shield is not raised. That's good. While it's not raised, yeah. War callers below. Corpses in your presence explode when you war cry. Oh, that's sick. Dealing 25% of their life as physical damage. Ignore war cry, and then Great Wolf's Howl, ignore war cry cooldowns. Okay, that's pretty sick. I'm not as excited about this one as I am about Titan, but I see the value here. I see why this is really good. They'll probably obviously improve all these over time. Hopefully they don't really nerf anything, honestly, because I would love these to stay, like, not nerfed. Next up, we got Deadeye for the Ranger. So, Avidity, I'm probably saying it wrong. 30% chance that if you would gain frenzy charges, you instead gain up to your maximum number of frenzy charges. Okay. Thrilling Chase, benefits from consuming frenzy charges for your skills, have 50% chance to be doubled. Ooh. Eagle Eyes, you have no accuracy penalty at distance. Oh, that's sick. Point blank, projectile deal 20% more hits, damage to targets in the first 3.5 meters of their movement, scaling down with distance travel to reach 0% at 7 meters. Okay, that makes sense. Far shot, projectile deal 0% more hits, damage to targets in the first 3.5 meters of their movement, scaling up to a distance travel to reach 20% after 7 seconds. Huh. All right. Endless munitions. Skills fire additional projectile. That's pretty sick. Called shots. You can apply additional mark. Gathering winds. Gain tailwind on skill use. Lose all tailwind when hit. Yeah, that makes, I went over this a little bit in a previous video. Wind ward. 3% less damage taken per tailwind. Ooh, you can be a little tanky with Deadeye. Tailwind is stacking buff, which grants 1% increased movement speed, 3% increased skill speed, and 50% increased evasion rating per stack for 10 seconds. Freshen whenever you gain or stack, maximum 10 stack. That is wow. That is insane. Deadeye is looking like I'm gonna make this like a Hawkeye build. I'm gonna make this a Hawkeye build. I can't help it. I love it. Then we got Pathfinder here, so let's see how good this could be. With Pathfinder, you got connected chemistry, 50% more flash charges gained. Then enduring elixirs, life flash effects are not removed when unreserved life is filled. Life flash effects do not queue. Okay. Contagious contamination. The most damaging poison on enemies you kill is spread to other enemies within 1.5 meters. Nice. So yeah, kind of like a sort of like plague effect in a sense, in a video game. Overwhelming toxicity, double the number of poisons you can inflict on enemies, 30% less poison duration. So it sounds like this is gonna be like a poison type of focused build. All right, brew concoction, poisonous concoction. So basically poison damage. Get poison inflicted by a skill has more effect. Fulminating concoction. This is, I think, lightning. Yeah, so this is basically lightning instead of poison. Shattering concoction is cold, essentially here. So you throw these out, they'll explode. They'll do different types of damage to your elemental or status, like poison or cold or lightning. You got explosive concoction. If you want to do fire, bleeding concoction. Ooh, so this is what's going to intrigue me with this bleeding and poison combo here. I am most intrigued about running a bleed and poison combo here with this at some point. Traveler's Wisdom, grant 5 passive skill points. Nice. Running Assault, 30% less movement speed penalty when using skills while moving. Okay. And then Relentless Pursuit, your speed is unaffected by slows. Oh, hell yeah. So I'm not as excited about this one. I'm more into the Deadeye, but this, whenever I get to this, yeah, I'll definitely know what I'm going for this one, because I plan to do character for each of these ascendancies, basically, so I can do like build guides, etc. All right, we're halfway there, kind of, guys. So we got the Blood Mage for the Witch here, and we got Sanguinancy. I'm definitely going Blood Mage first with the Witch. Grant skill life remnants. Skills gain a base life cost equal to base mana cost. Life remnants drinks the blood of your enemies to restore your life, while active enemies you kill have a chance to spawn a life remnant, basically like a life orb. And critically hitting a target spawns a life remnant for a few seconds, or every few seconds, sorry. Picking up a life remnant grants you life, which can overflow maximum life. And Vitality Siphon, 10% of spell damage leads as life. I love it. Open sores, your curses have infinite duration. Holy shit, infinite duration. That is OP. Blood Barbs, gain 10% of damage as extra physical damage. Elemental damage also contributes to bleeding magnitude. Wow. Okay. Gore Spike, 1% increased critical damage bonus per 40 life. Dude, per 40 life? That's gonna be insane, because you can build up your life. I'm gonna have to build up my life even more then. Like, you can build up your life like super high, and then essentially 1% can go to like 25%, even higher possibly. Sundered Flesh, base critical hit chance for spells is 50%. Okay. Grasping Wounds, 25% of life lost from hits is prevented. Then that much life is lost over 4 seconds instead. Huh. All right. Crimson Power, gain energy shield from equipped body armor as extra maximum life. Dope. So yeah, basically, very much, you gotta use your health to use your skills. So somewhat a risk reward type of thing, but that's how it is with Blood Mage. Then there's the Infernalist. I'll definitely go this second. Like, I'm not gonna focus on this Ascendancy first for Witch. But Altered Flesh, 20% of cold damage taken as fire damage, 20% of lightning damage taken as fire, 20% of physical damage taken as chaos damage. Nice. By that's gaze, reserve 20% of life, 1+1 to maximum mana per 6 maximum life. Okay. Let's see. Then we got By that's will, reserve 20% of life, +1 to maximum spirit per maximum life. So this seems like not blood mage focused, but more so like your mana focused type, I think, of build here. And obviously fire damage focused. By its hand, reserve 20% of life, 1+1 to maximum energy shield per maximum life. Yeah, so this is gonna be like more your kind of like tanky mana regen or mana increase tanky type of witch build it's so far. Demonic possession, you grant skill to demon form, so basically you can turn into a demon. Vastly boosts the power of your spells. You gain demon flame every second you remain demon form, causing your life to be lost at every increasing rate. Revert to human form if you reach 1 life. Your skill that isn't spell. So basically, demon form, you I think do double damage from what I was hearing about or reading about, but you also take extra damage. So just be careful about that. Master Darkness, maximum 10 demon flame. So even though this seems like a bit more like a tanky type of style for which you're still gonna have to be careful about your managing your life, shield, and all that. Power Mania Pack, maximum mana is replaced by maximum Infernal Flame. Gain Infernal Flame instead of spending mana for skill cost. Take maximum life. Energy shield as fire damage when Infernal Flame reaches maximum lose. Infernal Flame on reaching maximum Infernal Flame. 10% of Infernal Flame lost per second, and if none was gained in the past 2 seconds. Jeez. Bringer of Flame, while not at low Infernal Flame, will damage from you and your allies in your presence contributes to ignite chance and magnitude. And then we got Seething Body here, while on high Infernal Flame, you and your allies in your presence gain 20% of damage as fire damage. Sweet. Loyal Hound, that's a nice minion you can summon basically. 20% of damage from hits is taken from your Hellhound's life before you. So summon a reviving Infernal Hound, which ignites enemies near it. The Hound takes a portion of damage from hits for you. And then lastly, Grinding Immolation, become ignited when you deal a critical hit, taking 50% of your life and energy shield as fire damage per second. 30% more critical damage bonus. Jeez, that's wild, dude. Freaking wild. We got the Mercenary with his Witch Hunter, which I think is going to come off as like maybe like a Van Helsing type of style of play. If you're familiar with Van Helsing. Weapon Master here, 20 passive skill points become weapon set skill points. You get Pitiless Killer, Culling Strike. It gives you, so Culling Strike kills, let's see, Culling Strike kill normal enemies. Culling Strikes kill normal enemies if their life is at 30% or below. Magic enemies are instead killed at 20%, rare at 10%, and unique at 5%. Oof. These thresholds are checked before the damage of the hit is applied. And then you got Judge, Jury, and Executioner, which gives you Decimating Strike, and Decimating Strike hits against full life enemies removed between 5% and 30% of life before damage of the hit is applied. You got Concentration here. Enemies have less cooldown recovery rate. The lower their concentration, scaling down to 50% less cooldown recovery rate when concentration is 0%. All right. In which Bane, enemies have maximum concentration equal to 40% of their maximum life. Break enemy concentration on hit equal to 100% of damage dealt. Enemies regain 10% of concentration every second if they haven't lost concentration in the past 5 seconds. That's crazy. All right. I have to see how that actually like really goes down in the gameplay to see how really good that is or bad. No Mercy, deal 30% more damage to enemies based on their missing concentration. Ah, okay, so that's gonna stack with the previous one. All right, or combine with it. Obsessive Rituals, get sorcery reward, 50% less armor and evasion rating. Zealous, wait a minute, what is this over here? Ceremonial ablution, 50% increased effect of sorcery reward. Sorcery reward recovers 50% faster. Let's check out sorcery reward here before we go to number 8. Well, never mind. We got to give you both 8 and the sorcery reward. So passively manifest a protective barrier, which takes elemental damage from hits for you until depleted. The barrier instantly recharges to its full value a short time after it stops taking damage or is fully depleted. And then Zealous Inquisition, 10% chance for enemies you kill to explode. 100% of their maximum life as physical damage chance is doubled against undead demons. Yeah, this is definitely like a Van Helsing type of style of overall like build or skill tree here, at least in my opinion. So digging it, just have to get used to a few things here, but yeah, definitely going for this one first on Mercenary. Next for Mercenary, we got Gemine Legionnaire. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm sorry, guys. We got Crystalline Potential, 10% to quality of all skills. Implanted Gems, 1+1 to level of all skills. Advanced Thaumaturgy, 30% less cost of skills. Skill gems have 30% more attribute requirements. Huh. Why 30% more attribute requirements? Never mind. Never mind. They gotta give you. They gotta bounce it out. Not make it too OP. All right. All right. No, that's fine. Integrated efficiency, grant 3 additional skill slots. Wow. Okay. So you can just be a skill master with this build. This seems like a big like gem like skill focused type of ascendancy class. Gem studded, you can use 2 copies of the same support gem and different skills. Holy shit, that is amazing. Thaumaturgical Infusion, 1+1% of maximum cold resistance, fire resistance, lightning resistance per 4 on blue, red, green here. Basically support gems. Nice. Adaptive capability, attribute requirements of gems can be satisfied by your highest attribute. What? Okay. Enhanced effectiveness, inherent bonuses from intelligence, strength, and dexterity are doubled. Wow. Okay, that's going to offer so much more build variety. That is insanely good. For the monk, we got Invoker. This one I'm probably not going to do right away. This is like when I was doing research on it before and did a little bit of information on it. It seems like the Elementalist monk, or for a better lack of a word, the Avatar focused type for monk, if you're like a fan of The Last Airbender. So lead me through grace. Gain 1 spirit for every 6 energy shield on equipped body armor, and then gain 1 spirit for every 15 evasion rating on equipped body armor. Cannot gain spirit from equipment though. And protect me from harm. Evasion rating also grants physical damage to reduction, 40% less evasion rating. Faith is a choice, grants you to meditate skill. Meditate channels to recharge energy shield, can overcharge your shield up to double its normal maximum. Channeling ends when you take damage or your energy shield is doubled its normal maximum. This skill cannot be used if your energy shield is already double its normal maximum or you have no maximum energy shield. So basically, yeah, this is like your more of like tanky monk in a sense. It feels like I am the blizzard to gain 10% damage as extra cold damage on freeze enemies, create chilled ground. I am the thunder, gain 10% damage. Basically, same thing as I'm the blizzard, essentially. Just slightly different here because aside from the 10%, you get 25% chance on shocking enemies to create shocking shock ground. Okay. And I shall rage, grant skill unbound avatar. Wow, even use the word avatar in here. So this is definitely your avatar build. Last Airbender. Gain unbound fury by inflicting elemental ailments with hits on enemies. Once you reach maximum unbound fury, consume it to become unbound for a duration, vastly augmenting your elemental prowess. Then you have Soul Springs Eternal. Meta skills gain 35% more energy. All right. Sunder my enemies. Critical hits ignore non-negative enemy monster elemental resistances. What? Whoa. All right. That's crazy. And scatter them to the winds. Grant skill elemental expression. Trigger elemental expression on melee critical hit. Elemental expression creates a fire explosion, an arcane bolt of lightning, or an icy wave of projectiles. The chance for an explosion is proportional to your strength. For a bolt, proportion to your dexterity, and for a wave, portion to your intelligence. That makes sense. So strength is going to be for fire damage. Your dex is going to be lightning, and then your intelligence is ice. So it depends on how much you want to go into each, basically. All right, cool. So sick. That is very good. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be, but still, I'm not going to go for this one first. You'll understand why I'm going for the other one instead. See, second Ascendancy class for the monk is Acolyte of Charlua. I probably said that wrong. Apologize there. Ravenous Doubts. Mana Leech is instant, so I'm digging that. Also consuming questions. You cannot recharge energy shield. Mana Leech effects are also recover energy shield. So you basically are good there on recovering energy shield through Mana Leech. You got Chalua's Gift, 10% to maximum chaos resistance. Chaos resistance is double. Reason I'm liking this is the chaos damage and chaos theme here. Reality rendering. 23% chance to gain 25% of damage with hits as extra chaos damage, 30% chance to gain 50% of damage with hits as extra chaos damage, and 7% chance to gain 100% of damage with hits as extra chaos damage. That is very good. Waking Dream grants Into the Breach. So Into the Breach greets a breach around you, allowing you to see nearby flames of Trula. You are considered to be in a breach while this skill is active. You got Lucid Dreaming, effect duration of a flame Cholula is, let's see, on you is doubled. Flame. Collecting Flames of Cholula grants the following bonuses. Red Flames of Cholula release 7% of your maximum life to you. Blue Flames of Cholula release 7% of your maximum mana to you. And Purple Flames provide a stacking buff, granting 7% of damage as chaos damage for 5 seconds and stacks up to 10 times. That is freaking sweet. Embrace the Darkness. Remove all spirit. Base maximum darkness is 100. For each life or energy shield lost to damage, reserve 1 darkness instead. If possible, darkness reservation lasts 10 seconds, plus 5 to maximum darkness per level. Grasp the Void, gain 1% of damage as extra chaos damage per 20 unreserved darkness. So basically, you the more your darkness build up, the higher of that 1% goes up for more extra damage. Inner Silence, 50% reduced darkness reservation duration. So this to me like seems very fun. And it's in the name, and well, not in the name, but it's in the theme of what the skills. It's chaotic. It's chaos damage. Like I'm really digging this. Like a dark monk, you can just go ham with, you know, and just build right. And there's still gonna be build variety within both all these Ascendancy classes, guys. There's not one, you know, great way in my opinion. There's gonna be different ways to do these builds. So it's going to be insane, man. Insanely good. I'm excited for this. PoE is upon us in early access, because by the time this video goes up, it should be out right now, early access. So let me know in the comments, what are you guys going to be playing as? What are you going to focus on when it comes to your Ascendancies based on this information? Love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit that like, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget, check out the links in the description, guys. There's the Discord you can join. I got a Path of Exile channels in there you can be a part of, and we can play together sometime if you like. Definitely down to play with the community with PoE 2. And there's also ways you can go above and beyond with links to that as far as YouTube memberships, the Patreon, or if you want to give a direct dono/tip that way, up to you. But that's links in the descriptions for that. Check it out. Consider that today. And that'll be all for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. My name's Mike. I'll see you in the next video.